we're not deploying capital quickly enough. The IEA are saying that by 2030, we need to triple the amount that is going into clean energy as of today.
And there we spend a lot of time with regulators, with governments to try and push policy to show the investor that this project is needed, is wanted, and will be supported. But we can go to the government and go, look, you need an interconnect policy, not just for us, but you need to show this to the world that you want more interconnection, and state how much you want and state the building blocks on which it will be built, not only from a physical perspective, but also from a regulatory perspective. Give clarity to investors that it's needed and there will be a revenue model.
That point about having the right form of regulation is quite important. So the UK has been somewhat of a leader, I would say, in regulating particularly grid assets compared to other markets in the world.
The next frontier is definitely scarcity. It's definitely about getting the electron or the heat to the point of use at the time that it needs to be used and making that simple for the customer.
It's going to be really important to future decarbonisation. We don't have interconnection. We won't be able to economically decarbonise.
Digitalisation is really important in this flexibility. By 2035, the energy system operator is saying that the number of EVs on the system will be the equivalent of 3 nuclear power stations. We have to make sure that all our systems are smart, flexible, and designed around optimisation.
So I think the first one is probably regulation, but regulation in the right place.
The new Labour government in the UK has been quite bold in the targets it's set by, in terms of decarbonising the power system by 2030 and setting specific targets on offshore, onshore, wind and solar. So seeing more of that is helpful.
We're in a dynamic market, and actually I think investors should lead regulatory change rather than just invest in what's there today.
Private capital is already accessing, in limited pools, the ability to build out grid infrastructure, and it's underpinned by existing revenue models that could just simply be expanded out to a broader array of grid infrastructure as well.
We came up with the idea of trying to create maybe 10 regional hubs, so Europe, North America, South America, Southeast Asia. If you can nationalise or start issuing debt at a hub level, you're ultimately drawing on a larger pool of capital. So a bit like blended finance, but it just comes naturally through issuing at a higher level than individual projects.
So what we're pushing is actually for energy and grid infra to be reclassified as an asset of national security, and it to be put in a more central position with regards to national security more broadly.
Oh, 10, nice. Or 13, Dan. 10, excellent, there we go.